Good morning, Nigeria. You are tuned into FACTFILE, your 30 minutes lens into policy, the economy, and of course, your voice. My name is Smatt-Oyerinde, and of course, today it's going to be simple. We're talking youth and industrial growth. And I'm going to be giving you facts, right? Nigeria is still called Africa's giant, but nearly 3.6 million Nigerians migrated between 2022 and 2023. Many being our brightest and of course most ambitious youth on a hunt for opportunities abroad. And that is a serious brain drain. On top of that, some metrics also show that over 40,000 nurses alone left in recent years, and Nigerian doctors now serve nearly half of the world beyond our borders. I'll break that in simple English. The young people that are meant to be building our industries, growing our businesses, inventing our future, we are losing them. And when we lose talent, automatically we lose growth. Jobs don't disappear. Factories don't build themselves. We need this manpower. And today, we're having two powerful guests who are going to be helping us figure this out. Talking about the Director General of NECA, who speaks for business and industry. We have the Director General of MAN, the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, who will definitely be leading manufacturers working to grow our economy. Now, they'll be telling us why our youths are leaving, what we are doing to build Nigeria's industry that attracts and of course keep them, and how manufacturing and of course trade can really bring these youths back, or just keep them here in the first place without having them leave the country. Your voice also matters too. If you're a young Nigerian listening today, or someone worried about this trend, this is definitely your moment. Good morning, your name and where you're calling from. Very good morning to you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you for this time. We continue doing it. When you ask them, they say they are looking for green pasture, green, a cloud that is green, that is the green pasture. Our leaders too, they should do a kind of program policy that will make our grasses to be more cleaner than that of the place that they are going to. The young thing they are not getting, but our policies and programs make them to look like that. Let us light, 24 hours of light. There was a quality company that was coming. The government cannot employ everybody. But if you have the policy that's good, asset road, life, that will encourage this company to come in. We are the ones that will help us employ these people. But as far as the policies and programs are not encouraging, people that come and employ their youth, they will continue living. So government should try to make a policy that will encourage the people that will bring in their money and establish their own company that will encourage our youth, that will stop them going abroad to seek for greener pasture. Government should do that and make our own soil more greener than the one that are looking for outside. Good morning and God bless you.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Alaba Alafe. Good morning. You're welcome to FACTFILE.
It's EDNG.
All right. From where, please?
Lagos.
All right, from Lagos. You're very much welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yes, this is a topical issue that revolves around leadership and followership. But unfortunately, we have unpatriotic leaders that are not looking inward for solutions. They are rather targeting how to enjoy ready-made abroad instead of bringing those ready-made here in Nigeria. Nigerians are not ready. If the environment is suitable for them to think and practice whatever they have been trained for, you will see that mass exodus come to automatic end. So it now boils on the leader to be able to do things that will be attractive here in Nigeria. They should look inward and see what they need to do so that this brain, first-class brain, will not be leaving this country for other countries. We need them to take development for goodness sake. So my take is that the government should become, the leaders should become more patriotic to establish things here in Nigeria
Thank you very much for your submission this morning. Now, joining us right here would be the Director General, Nigeria's Employers Consultative Association, NECA, Adewale Smatt-Oyerinde. A very good morning to you. It's glad to have you on FACTFILE. All right, let's get right into our conversation this morning, and we are going to be starting by having your overview on the state of industrialization in Nigeria. Where are we?
Well, like most developing countries, we have our challenges. We have our economic and economic issues over many years. And while industrialization is like a must for any nation that wants to grow, we've experienced our crisis period. Factories, industries were progressively closing down for many years. So we're experiencing some level of stability now, but there's still a lot that needs to be done. As someone said before, that when you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you stop doing is stop thinking. So I think we are in a point where we seem to have stopped thinking now, and coming up is what we should focus on now. Now, when you're in a hole and you are trying to cover yourself back to zero, you are making progress, but those progress are not making progress. So that is where we are now. We know the Federal Ministry of Industry and Investment is doing quite a lot, engaging the private sector on the National Industrialization Plan, why it is looking at the health. And we seem to be getting it right now on paper. So how to translate those political plans into very, very realistic outcome is the next phase for us now. Are we there yet? Absolutely not, but there is an opportunity for us to kickstart our industrialization process and then get the nation back where it's supposed to be in the control.
Right. Now let's look at the populace. Talking about Nigerian youth, would you say that these youths are, getting the necessary opportunities to drive, the country's industrialization process? Why are they rather, getting out of the country? Not even in hundreds, but in thousands, in millions, in droves. Why?
First, let me reaffirm our absolute confidence on the Nigerian youth. The Nigerian youth is probably one of the most industrious, innovative, and hard-working, especially of women you can find everywhere. Probably the circumstances where we find ourselves in that past have led to many leaving, but we still have quite a large number staying here and doing some very, very good. Unfortunately, I was in a program last week Friday, one of our member companies, where some Nigerian youth graduated from a value chain academy. Over 80 of them graduated, and the project with useless young men, what they created, the invention they did as a project, kept me marveled. We also have the NECA IDS and Technical Development Project that is also turning out very young Nigerians learning needed skills and making critical things of their life in business. Now, as that opportunity is that opportunity sufficient before now? Absolutely not. There is massive room for improvement. As government continues to create or facilitate an environment that enables industries to thrive, then an average Nigerian youth will continue to have more opportunities to thrive in the context of the industry. And those that want to leverage artificial intelligence or ICT, that opportunity also available for them to benefit. But government must play its role by facilitating or supporting organized businesses to make all this happen.
Okay, now let's talk about solution, because for every problem there must be a solution. What are the immediate steps to get these youths to unleash their creativity? You talked about how you actually witnessed, the level of creativity of these youths, and of course, how marveled you are at their abilities. But then, how exactly can we get the youths to unleash their creativity and, of course, be at the helm of affairs, or let me say, rather, be in the vanguard of the country's industrialization drive?
Now, one of the key things you have to and industrialize, then you must naturally create industry. So for us, one of the and is to give some attention, more attention now, to the SMEs and then the big businesses. The more these organizations stabilize and their productive capacity continue to increase, then the opportunity for our young ones to unleash their creativity and potential become very, very high. That is one part. Now, for those of them that I want to be entrepreneurs, we also need to create an environment, or enable the creation of an environment that enables entrepreneurs to thrive, and that is addressing the regulatory bottlenecks that I want to hinder the growth of entrepreneurs in this environment. Those are so angry, and then before they deliberately also support organized businesses. Within the context of unthinkingly what the government is currently doing, the presidential committee office has reform has almost completed their work. Where there are possibilities of taxing, let's crash it. You are told you cannot tax property, you cannot tax capital. So once the presidential committee has committed the work as we had, and we create a platform where you don't need taxes already can come through the back door after the resolution of the tax law from January. Then progressively will be enabling more businesses to stabilize, more businesses to expand, and as well, the natural effect will be we need more people to work. Right. So I'm going to put forward and say that the government can also keep on within the context of the current agreement.
Before your parting shot, we're looking at the next 10 years from now. How exactly do you project the state of Nigeria's industrialization process in 10 years' time? What exactly will you be looking like?
I think we should have been the leading nation in Africa. If we can't rival the Eastern Africa, if we can't rival Europe, so we should be the leading nation in Africa. We should be maximizing the African potential victory for our youth. Every parameter for us to industrialize is here. That's the raw material. Probably we are the most endowed nation in terms of raw material. Minerals, we have it. We have a very low vibrant population. We have a very beautiful and God-inspired weather. You can only find our weather anywhere. So all the parameters for growth, God has endowed us. We just need to get our acts together and maximize this potential that God has given us. We don't have any reason to think for. As someone said last week, that the meeting that I said.
All right. Thank you so much, Smatt-Oyerinde. But before you go, I'd like for you to give your, final words, your parting shot.
My parting shot will be to distilling the reality that let's not start. There is maximum opportunity in this space. We probably need to just dig deeper and be much more resilient, and most especially we do not expand. As organized businesses, we also remain resilient and continue to contribute our total to national development.
All right, Adewale Smatt-Oyerinde, thank you so much for enabling us to tap into your wealth of knowledge this morning, and of course for contributing to this national discourse. All right, that was the Director General, Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, Adewale Smatt-Oyerinde, who's definitely, harped on how exactly we can, level up our state of industrialization in Nigeria, where we are presently and where we would be in the next 10 years. We are still taking your calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Yewande. I'm calling from Ogun State.
I'm not from Ogun State. You're most welcome.
Thank you very much. I think I had what the guest that was left now. I know that's what I call. But you see that the government knows what to do. They are not just delivering about it. They know what the people outside there are doing to make their country better. In this place here, in this country, we have the money, we have the resources, the environment is good. But the so-called government we have, they have come and gone, and even the president, they are just trying to pretend as if they don't know what they are doing or what to do. They know. Because look at our doctors, our young boys that are good in the medical sector, and so many other sections in the industry. But the government is not making anything available for this one to try. For example, somebody that is good in technical work, somebody that is good in innovation, in creativity, when you discover this talent, what will the government need to keep them and to improve them? You see some people do some kind of innovation, bringing out some kind of ideas, bringing some kind of creativity, and they will show you on telly, and that will be all. We will not be able to retain such kind of people to do something and report it to this country. So what are we doing? The government are just so, they know what to do, but they are not deliberately just want to do it. They go ahead this country.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for your submission this morning. We definitely feel your pain, and of course, that is the reason why we have two DJs actually here. Joining us right about now is the Director General, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, in person of Ajayi, Kadiri.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, let's get right into this particular conversation. As the coordinator of manufacturers, I'd like for you to give an assessment of the country's industrialization drive.
Historically, Nigeria to be independent needed to break from what the narrative has been. Because during the colonial era, we were not a place to rely on Nigeria for industrial development of Europe. And so after independence, Nigeria embarked quite a number of policies in order to make industrialized. Fast forward to the present day, Nigeria still struggles with the manufacturing sector contributing about between 8 to 10% to GDP, which means that compared to other developing nations that are recording between 20 to 30%, we are lagging behind in terms of industrial development. However, there are quite a number of government policies that are channeled towards improving industrialization. We had industrialization, we had import of systems, perfect integration, and now the government is in the process of starting an industrial policy that is supposed to guide how Nigeria connects with industrial aspirations. So I think so far the sector is struggling, but there is a lot of opportunity in terms of our raw materials, our capacity to move natural resources to raw materials, the entrepreneurship spirit that is Nigerian, the capacity to attract foreign direct investment, and the general policy environment that will promote investment in that sector.
All right, you talked about how the sector is actually struggling. What are the major factors needed to be addressed?
Okay, so the first one will be infrastructure, and that will include power, roads, rail, and provision of other utilities that will be required to support the sector. All of these have tended to draw the sector back because they have suffered a perpetual inequality in those areas. Take for instance power. You know that there was a recent increase of 240%. Which means that it's going to escalate costs and reduce capacity utilization because it cannot fulfill on the number of ships that is required. There's also the issue of cost, the notorious congestion, and even the rising costs, particularly with the recent introduction of 15% all-round import facility, port fee. So you also have the issue of roads. I don't need to tell you, less than I think about 40 or so percent of our roads are manned. And also the issue of insecurity that needs some parts of the country inaccessible. You know the state of our rail, that we are not able to have railways that will connect industrial hubs with places where there are industries to produce. We don't have roads that are well equipped for production and economies of scale. So there are quite a number of challenges. We also have the policy environment, and the policy environment that has not adequately supported the manufacturing, and even the regulation. The regulatory environment has been, instead of promoting manufacturing, has tended to limit the capacity of the industry to concentrate, and the higher regulatory compliance cost is locked up on your bottom line, and you are not as profitable and productive as you can. The work can go on and on. And I must say that even though there are government policies to address, they are yet to fully materialize to the level that those challenges become surmounted and industry is able to fully utilize its capacity. For instance, we operate that about 50 to 55% of installed capacity, which means that you are having half of the capacity wasted. And this has resulted in even unplanned investment. That means you have goods that you cannot sell. You see. So government policies that are aimed at resolving this should be fast-tracked. So that we are able to resolve those issues. Economies that want to industrialize are the fantastic government policies, but they need to be, the implementation needs to be fast. And now that we have achieved some relative stability, this administration inherited a very fast economy. But now that we are achieving stability, we should start focusing on growth. And the best way for you to do that is through industrialization and manufacturing. You employ more people, you pay more taxes to government, you develop technology, and you increase entrepreneurship. The price at which people buy their products will be much larger. People can say that you have a good economy if you industrialize. So those potential ideas, this is almost challenging.
All right, I was just about to, chip in what can actually be done, but you have actually done that, and I most sincerely appreciate you on this particular discourse. However, I'd like to have your charge to government at all levels in making the environment conducive for business to thrive. What will be your charge, please?
Okay, my charge is that we have achieved some measure of stability, so government needs to constantly address those other issues that cause the lag, and they will include access to credit. The average lending rate now is between 30 to 5%. We can't compete with that kind of an interest rate, and the expect to make profit and expand that space. So government has to increase the funding windows that allow single business credit. We also need to continue to intensify the war against insecurity, particularly in the north, where we have lost about 50% of our members in recent times. And the regulatory environment has to be made supportive. We shouldn't be having regulators and government agencies, customs, and all other agencies increasing their cost of services. This goes from on the industries and even the people, because products become much more higher. And then the average Nigerian who is suffering deterioration in the purchasing power be able to produce some of these. So there are quite a number of things that government need to do. We encourage them, and now that they are considered to stabilize the economy, they should put in this industrial stabilization measures that will allow us to boost, because we have a youthful population. More than 70% of our population is between the ages of 15 and 35. So we should be able to create the community environment that will engage them in industrial activities, because it helps us to scale that most even the youth to pay attention and the rate of unemployment will become.
Ajayi, Kadiri, thank you so much for sharing with us your insights on this particular national discourse, and of course for contributing on the show this morning. All right, that was the Director General, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Ajayi Kadiri, harping on how we can restructure, and of course harping on the major factors to address when it comes to the country's industrialization drive. This has definitely been a wholesome package, and I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's been a part of the show, from the Director General, Nigeria Employees Consultative Association, NECA, Adewale, Smatt-Oyerinde, and of course the Director General, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Ajayi Kadiri, and to you listening out there, and to those who have actually called in, I want to say thank you so much for sharing your insight on how Nigeria can retain its youth and drive through industrialization. Remember, every Nigerian lost to brain drain is a missed opportunity for our country's growth. With the right policies, investment, and of course trust in our people, the tide can turn. Thank you for your contributions. This has been a production of Yewande, Iwuoha, with production assistant from Adewale, Christiana, and of course Mustafa, not forgetting Ajayi. I am Iwuoha. Please stay with the #1 independent radio station, Radar FM.